Cryptocurrencies have recently taken center stage in the financial sector, and an increasing number of people appear to be discussing them as a part of the future. But the cryptocurrency market can be unpredictable, occasionally hitting record highs and other times rapidly decreasing. The concept of cryptocurrencies first emerged in the 1980s. The goal was to send money that couldn't be tracked and didn't need to be centralized. The anonymous currency DigiCash was developed by American cryptographer David Chaum and was the first type of electronic payment that needed software and encrypted keys to send and withdraw money. Then came BitGold, which is frequently regarded as Bitcoin's forerunner. It was created by Nick Szabo in 1998, and to obtain the reward, you had to solve a puzzle. These two ideas worked together to form something similar to Bitcoin. In 1998, Satoshi Nakamoto published Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, a white paper that described the blockchain network and its technology. He defined Bitcoin as, quote, an electronic payment system based on cryptographic proof instead of trust. Without blockchain technology, he added, cryptocurrency would not be possible. In 2009, he mined the first Bitcoin, the Genesis block. The first block of 50 Bitcoin was worthless for the first few months. The price of one Bitcoin then rose to 14 cents in April 2021. The price then increased sharply, reaching 36 cents in November 2021. Bitcoin began to rise steadily. With exposure in magazines like Forbes, prices began to rise. Other types of cryptocurrency were then created using blockchain technology. There are now many different kinds of cryptocurrencies, and new ones are constantly being created. In 2021, the value of cryptocurrencies hit its peak at almost $3 trillion. As talk of an economic downturn began, cryptocurrency prices began to fall. The two biggest digital currencies lost almost 3/4 of their value during the largest decline. As of January 2023, the cryptocurrency market was worth nearly $993 billion. Over the years, the price of Bitcoin was changing frequently, reaching low as $5,165 and as high as $28,990 just in 2020. People in the US typically use Bitcoin as an alternative investment to stocks and bonds to help diversify their portfolios. Bitcoin can also be used to make purchases, but not all merchants take the original cryptocurrency. To name a few large businesses that accept Bitcoin, there are Whole Foods, PayPal, and Microsoft. If you look around, you might find some niche local merchants or specific websites that also accept Bitcoin. Additionally, there are services available that let you link a debit card to your cryptocurrency account, enabling you to use Bitcoin similar to how you would use a credit card. Likewise, in most cases, a financial institution will instantly exchange your Bitcoin for dollars. People occasionally use cryptocurrencies in place of their home currencies in other nations, especially those with less stable currencies. Bitcoin provides an opportunity to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Oh goodness, but in all seriousness, it offers people the chance to protect themselves in case the worst happens. In heavily indebted nations like Zimbabwe, Venezuela, and Argentina, where Bitcoin is gaining a lot of traction, you can already see people using it. No matter where you decide to store your Bitcoin, different people have different investment philosophies. Some people purchase to keep it for a long time, while others purchase to sell after a price rally. And still, others take a bet that the price will fall. Some people do it as a social activity. People talk about their ability to make money with their friends. However, because of their shame and guilt, people never talk about when they start to lose money. Social media influences young people to acquire wealth by fostering an aspirational mindset, but it also encourages novice investors to make risky investment choices when they read tweets about a stock that is going to the moon and decide to buy in. Some people enjoy the roller coaster's emotional high, and it's up to them if it's money they can afford to lose. However, the risk occurs when people use funds they cannot afford to. Pump and dump schemes are extremely common, and they often target the cryptocurrency market. Thinly traded cryptocurrencies are a favorite of scammers and other forms of fraud because many rules are unclear and difficult for regulators to enforce. Ever since a market for securities was first created, there have been pump and dump schemes. The concept is that when a thinly traded asset, like a penny stock, is priced low, a person or group of people should invest in it. After that, they begin spreading favorable information about the asset. That encouraging news is simply made up. The price keeps rising as more investors buy into the asset. When the price has been fully pumped, the scam's creator sells their stake to the customers who are still coming in. They cause the price to crash because they control a sizable portion of the shares that are still outstanding. Fraud cases include pump and dump schemes. By encouraging them to purchase an asset based on false information, the scheme's creators hope to defraud unsuspecting investors of their money. The pumper is selling when those investors buy in, which effectively drives the price lower. The result is significant gains for the con artist and losses for everyone who was tricked. It's best to stay away from a cryptocurrency if you think a pump and dump scam is taking place. Without insider knowledge, it is impossible to predict when the organizers intend to sell. Remember that there's no such thing as a 100% protection against scams when investing in cryptocurrencies. No matter how reputable your cryptocurrency or exchange is, take caution when dealing with it. Being able to avoid dealing with banks is one of the best things about cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. A person can own and hold Bitcoin using a straightforward and affordable hardware wallet or a software wallet app that is freely accessible and can be stored on a basic smartphone. When someone has a wallet, they can easily buy Bitcoin with dollars and are then free to profit from rising prices. Bitcoin also has no minimum investment required, so you don't need a lot of money to start a mutual fund or purchase an ounce of gold. If $20 is all you can afford or are willing to stake, you can buy it. Isn't a small stake in a rising market preferable to none? As many people believe, and for many good reasons, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have the potential to make a lot of people rich. The opportunity is accessible to regular citizens in the same manner as billionaires like Elon Musk, which is one of its most attractive features. Before we can even consider whether Bitcoin will become a widely used and accepted form of money, we must first determine whether it is, in fact, a good form of money. We're in a situation that is very similar to gold in terms of demand. Why is Bitcoin in such demand? It, like gold, has no real practical use other than as a means of exchange. It's even less useful, making it a better form of money. If it were discovered that gold had some much more in-demand uses tomorrow, the price would rise and possibly become unstable. Bitcoin is arguably an even better form of money because there's no chance of this happening. In the end, Bitcoin is here to stay. It offers the only sensible and workable alternative to the imperfect fiat currency system in use today, and it is the instrument that developed countries in particular will use to advance their economies. Bitcoin might not be perfect, but neither is anything else in the world, not even gold. And that's why you should smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We've invented the best form of money known to man with Bitcoin, which I once believed was unimaginable. In the future, gold might still serve a purpose, but it won't be the same as before. Bitcoin has sparked heated debate, distracting serious efforts to explain it and its potential due to its rapid price rises and even quicker declines, high profit mistakes or scams, and enthusiastic or sect-like legions of believers or critics. The efforts to regulate it, like those in Malta, demonstrate how its significance and use are growing. Bitcoin is still an experiment and an ongoing project. We can analyze its prospects and difficulties, even though we cannot foresee its adoption or success. See you in the next video!